Hey, welcome to my journey and to another weigh-in video. I was not sure how today was going to go, let me just say, because I did not have a stellar week of eating. Can't use the word perfect. We talked about that the other day. There's no such thing as perfect eating. There just ain't. There's no such thing as being perfectly on plan. It's just perfect is an illusion. It's just not there. But anyway, let me tell you, I weighed in at 271.6 for a loss of 1.8. And let me insert something right here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Long awaited for 105. I'll work for you, buddy. All right, up next, 110. That's right. A total of 105.5. I just made it. I just made it. I was so excited. Oh my gosh. Every week past 30. I kid you not. Past 30 pounds on any other diet I've ever been on is more than I've ever lost. So 75 pounds ago it's been more than I've ever lost. But 105 pounds? I can't believe it. I don't want to talk about it and jinx it. Because next week I'll gain. It happens. It just happens. I'm going to try not to. What I did differently this week, I kind of screwed up. It was not a perfect, I can't use that word perfect. I got to stop using that word perfect. It was not the best of weeks. I had days where I carved it up. I had days where I just ate kind of whatever. I think the one thing that saved me is even on those days where I ate kind of whatever or I carved it up, my calories stayed low. Even though I didn't track, which I've got to get back to that. I know what I was eating, and what I was eating was not like a high calorie thing, and you put it all together, it was not a high calorie day. So, and I know I did not get all my protein. I know I didn't. And I don't want to confuse myself or anybody else that protein is not important, because it is important. And that's what they push on us after the surgery. They push that protein. They push it. They push it like a drug. You hear me? Like they on the street corner saying, come on, first one's free. So, but I know I didn't get it all in this past week. I just know I didn't. Hold on. I know this is just going to burn me. I would be correct. So, I told Joan this morning I couldn't think of nothing to talk about on weigh-in. Well, I got to thinking. I've been kind of cranky this morning. I think I just woke up cranky. I've been cranky. Cantankerous. You hear me? And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get my little positive book. I put on my earbobs. I put on my perfume, which I had the Jovan White Musk. Use the rest of it. It smells wonderful. So I'm going to get my little book that I got at the thrift store. 365 Days of Wonder. And apparently Wonder was a movie. I don't know that. I don't know what year. Let me see what year this book was put out. 2014 by R.J. Palacio, I reckon. Palacio. It is 365 Days of Wonder, Mr. Brown's Precepts, a quote for every day of the year about courage, friendship, love, and kindness. And it is just full. I got it to use in my junk journals because I like to put quotes and little things like that in them, and this is, oh my gosh, 365 that I can use. Well, not all of them, because there's some of them are back-to-back pages. And I thought, you know what? Remember when I had all those little quotes and sayings in that little plastic bin, and I'd shake them up on Motivation Monday. I'm pretty sure that's when it was, Motivation Monday. And I pull out a little thing, whatever it was, we talk about it. Well, I thought I would flip to a page. I would just flip to a page and we see if we could talk about it. We see if we can find something positive to talk about. We can talk about our diets on Motivation Monday. Maybe I'll come up with something for that. Which I think I do have. I got a paper up there from that book, The Real Skinny. I got another page out of that. Maybe we'll talk about that. But today, I thought maybe we'd talk about something positive. And if we can spin it for our weight loss journey, then we'll spin it. And if we can't, we just won't. And I'm here to tell you, if I flip to a page and I don't like what it says, I'm not talking about it. So this will be random until I say it's not. Well, I'm not going to sit here and shoot myself in the foot. I mean, come on. So, look, I'm up. Oh, would you know it's a page that's not a quote. They got, I don't know, like letters written in to somebody in a book that he wrote or something. So, that was not a quote page. Let's do it again. I don't know if I can talk about these. I mean, I guess I can, but I don't know if I can really expound to make it be interesting. Interesting, as I would typically say. Let's try again. We'll try until I find something. Oh, I like that. The universe is what you illustrate it to be. A quote by somebody named Rory, Roroy. Don't know them. The universe is what you illustrate it to be. What that tells me is our life is what we make it. Our world is what we make it. Y'all know, because we've talked about it in the past on more than one occasions, I have a hard time accepting where I am. I want this coffee so bad and it is so hot. I have a hard time accepting things the way they are. It's like I always want something different. I always want to go back in time. I don't think that'll ever go away. I really don't. I always want to and flick back to the 70s. I just do. What do I tell you? There's things I wouldn't do again, and there's things that I would. You hear what I'm saying? But I just guess I want to go back to simpler times before things got harder, times before maybe I screwed up, before I messed things up. But I have to stop and realize those days are gone. Everything I did, good, bad, otherwise, ugly, pretty, whatever you want to call it, has made me who I am today. Do I always like who I am today? No, I don't. I didn't like myself this morning. I was just cranky and just... But everything I've been through has made me who I am today. So I need to learn to accept where I am. Okay, this is who I am. I'm 60. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I'm 60. And 60 years have passed. And I did not accomplish what I had planned on accomplishing in my life when I set it in my mind. Okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. This is where I want to be. None of that came true. None of it. I have to put those preconceived notions from those days aside and say just what that little thing says. What I want today to be is what I make it. What I want to be. That's the way I should say it. Life is what we make it. We illustrate it the way we want it to be. So instead of sitting here feeling sorry for myself because of this or that or the other, then I need to stop and say, and I'm talking to me, honey. Let me tell you, I'm talking to me. Some of you might get something from this, but this is selfish. This is selfish. I'm talking to me. If I would stop and think, maybe you are 60 and maybe more of your life is behind you than is before you, and that's just the truth. Time is not on my side, and time is not guaranteed. I mean, it's not. I don't like to think of that, but I mean, reality strikes, you know. But for the next how many ever years I got, I can turn it into what I want it to be. And I guess part of where we can put our weight loss journey in it is just being on the weight loss journey. Where I want to get weight-wise, knee-wise, back-wise, whatever-wise, you know, all the things I want to do, I can paint that picture. Nobody can paint that picture for me but me. I got to get that through my thick skull. If I want my picture to look like this, something that you would be proud to hang on the wall. Look at that picture. That's nice. No, it's not perfect, but it's not. Nice brush strokes, pretty shading, nice color palette. Then I'm the one that's got to paint that picture. Listen, why does my voice go like that when I get enthusiastic? Maybe I should talk like this. Y'all. Y'all always make me feel better. Y'all ain't even here, but you're here and you're here. I'd say I won't be cranky the rest of the day, but I'll probably be something. I don't know. Because I know who I can be. But if I want that picture, excuse me, to hang on the wall, I've got to be the one to paint it. If I want my life to be whatever, I'm the one that's got to make it be that way. If I want to, I don't know, what do I even want my life to be? Well, there's the bigger question. Okay, I did not mean to slurp. I can't stand that. What do I want my life to be? What do I want my life to be? I want it to be, I don't know. How do you paint a picture if you don't know what to paint? That sounds dumb. That sounds dumber than dumb. I want my life to be easygoing. I want to get along in my marriage. I want us to be friends, have fun together, do things, the things that we have not been able to do for all these years that I've not been in good health and I've been overweight and not been able to. I was overweight and was able to do anything I wanted to do until I wasn't. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? Everything is the way you want it to be until it's not. And you know what? Until it's not, it happens like that. You don't always see those little small signs creeping up on you. Oh, everything's okay, but your blood pressure's a little high. Well, if that's all I got to worry about, I'll take a pill. That's fine. 17 prescriptions later, which I think I might be down to 14, I guess. Something like that. It's in the double digits. Hadn't counted lately. And it happens like overnight. You don't really see it. You don't really see it happening until it happens. And then boom, it's too late. The threshold has been jumped. Listen, you done carried your little bride over the threshold and you're on, there's your married life. You're on to it now. You done said I do. It's all over but the crying. Listen, the day David Maness could have carried me over the threshold is the day I would have married to Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I don't even know if he could have carried me over the threshold. You know, I was a size 24. I don't know how much I weighed because I didn't have scales back in them days. I didn't get scales until I started this diet in 2018. I would weigh at the doctor's, and I know why I would weigh at the doctor's, but I don't have that committed to memory. It was not a thing that, oh my gosh, I weighed blah, 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 and it preyed on my mind, because it didn't. As long as I was able to move around and do and anything I wanted, I'm telling you, I did anything I wanted. Then I didn't care what the scale said, and I didn't care how I looked. I didn't care how big I was. I did not care. Until now, I'm forced to care. And so now that I'm where I am, this is where I got to get my paintbrushes out and my chalks and my markers and whatever else it is you do to create art. And I've got to create the world, the life that I want it to be. I let the life slip up on me up till how many ever years ago when I started this diet. Then I started taking control of myself. And it's been up and down ever since. I mean, let's see, April 2018, 19, 20, 21. 5 years. 5 years ago this month, April. Did we already talk about that? I always say April of 2018, but I don't think I've realized. If I have realized, I never forgot that I realized that it's this month. I don't know the day. I could look it up, but I'm not going to because it's not that important. I just remember it was April of 2018. So 5 years ago when I started this, I picked up a paintbrush. Some days I used paint, and some days I used water. you know the difference. Some days I had some paint. Woo, I was painting my world. I was painting the life I wanted. And then some days I just had water on that brush, and I was just spitting in the wind. Y'all know what I mean. We got to pick up the paintbrush and the paint. What we want our life to be, we have got to orchestrate it on our own. We can't sit here and wait for somebody else to do it. We sure as hell can't sit here and wait for it to happen itself, because it ain't just going to fall in our laps. What I want is not going to fall in my lap. The ability to walk around places with my husband is not going to fall in my lap. I've got to create that myself. How do I have to create it? That specific part of my life, I have to lose weight. Plain and simple. If I want that part of my life to become a reality, I've got to create it myself. And the way I create that is to lose weight and get these blasted knees replaced. Gone, fixed. You see what I'm saying? That ain't going to happen until I lose weight, because they won't do it. We discussed this ad nauseum. I hate repeating. Sometimes new people don't know. Sometimes old people, y'all know. All the time, y'all know. But that's the only way I'm going to get that part of my life in order, is to lose weight. What does she say? The universe is what you illustrate it to be. What I see for my life is what I design it to be. Now, that's not saying there's not things that jump up and just slam you blindsided, because they are. We are hit by things that we do not see coming. And there's nothing we can do about that. That is called L-I-F-E, life. Life has a way of just slinging you around like you've been down to the squeaky clean in the dryer. That's how I say sometimes when I feel so bad. I tell David, I say, I feel like I've been down to the tumble dry at the squeaky clean, which they renamed, but it will always be squeaky clean to me. That's what life will do to you. It'll throw you up in that tumble dry and just whirl you around until you are just beat to smithereens. But what we got to do is we got to climb out of it and try to get ourselves back together and start repainting. Maybe we just need a whole new fresh piece of paper, a whole new canvas. Maybe we don't, maybe, this just thought come to my head. Maybe the canvas we were painting when life said this, maybe we don't want to finish painting that. Oh, this is good. This is good. Maybe life said that, so we quit painting that canvas and start on a new one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew, I amaze myself sometimes. Some of the things that comes out of this head. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Y'all get that? Oh my gosh. That is, I ain't talking about myself. I'm just saying the thought that come to my mind, maybe the canvas we're working on is not the canvas we were meant to finish. And life tells us, stop. Pick up a new canvas. Pick up a whole new fresh paint palette. Maybe the old palette was pinks and greens. Maybe the new palette needs to be blues and yellows. You see what I'm saying? That could be your diet as well. Some of y'all tell me y'all are stuck. And boy, have I been there. I have been stuck in the mud. And I have changed. And some things I changed to work, and then some things they didn't. Obviously, I would be more than 100 pounds 5 years in. But if you don't change and you don't try, if you're stuck somewhere, if you know you're spinning and you're absolutely not, if David's truck, as an example, gets out here in this backyard, it is a mud pit. From all this rain we've had, it's terrible. And he's had to drive in and out, working down there at the house and doing all the things he's had to do. He's had to drive the truck in and out. He didn't have a choice. And so there's like places. Oh my gosh. Let's say his truck gets stuck in that mud and he sits there and spins for a half hour. He's not getting out of there until he puts it in 4-wheel drive, because he's got 4-wheel drive on that truck. Then he can get out of that mud pit. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you need to put it in 4-wheel drive, because you're just sitting there spinning your wheels, and you can't think why. Well, maybe you need to think why, as in what, maybe not why, what, think what. Okay, what am I doing now? These are the things I'm doing now, and they apparently are not working. So let's say, what can I do next? There is no shame in stopping what you're doing and trying something new. There is, some of y'all, I know y'all think there is a stigma. And I'm not telling you to quit Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers always is my go-to example, because that's how I started. And that's what I was on the most over the past 5 years. I was on Weight Watchers more than I was off of Weight Watchers. If you're on Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, I don't care. Put something else in there so you don't think I'm picking on Weight Watchers. I absolutely 100,000% am not. If you are on Baby Let's Lose Our Booty, and everybody thinks, oh, if she quits that, if you think everybody's going to think, well, if she quits that, she's a loser. She's not sticking with nothing. Who cares? It is your life to paint. It's not theirs. Quit handing somebody else the paintbrush. You hear what I'm telling? There is another good one. I will put that on the sign somewhere and put it up in my craft room. Quit handing somebody else the paintbrush. Let's go back. I said this one day, a couple years back, and I said, oh, that was so good, I'm going to put it up on a sign. And I did. I made a cricket sign. Don't do what is right. Don't do what is wrong for you just because it's right for somebody else. No, sir. No, sir. So in this life that we are given one time, some of y'all were past me. Some of y'all are older than me. Some of y'all are younger than me. But I think the great majority of my subscribers and viewers are older than me. At least my age and older. There's a few of you little young bucks out there. But When we are given the life we are given, one-time pass, there ain't no season pass like Carowinds down here. You get a season pass and you can just go all season long. We don't get to go all season long. Our life is a season. When that season's up, that season's up. So what you want to do with the rest of the life that you have is paint with your own paintbrush. You don't want to stand by and watch somebody else paint your picture for you. No, sir. I'm going to quit it. I'm going to quit it. I don't know if anybody's painting my picture for me right now, but I ain't going to let it. Hold on. I get a little worked up. Yes, I do. Are you new? That was on Roseanne. Me and David do it all the time. I said something just the other day. We say it all the time. If one of us will do something, the other one will act like, what, are you new? Did we just meet? So I did something the other day, and I looked at Dave, and he said, I know. Am I new? Like, exactly. I think we know these things by now. So the fact that nobody really has my paintbrush, I'm the one that needs to pick it up. I need to start painting the life that I want it to be. The part that's going to be the hardest, and is always the hardest, is the part that says, oh, it's not like it used to be. Well, no, it's not like it used to be. And it will never be like it used to be, because this is the year 2023. In case we hadn't noticed, from the year, let's say we'll say 76. I was 13 in 1976. We'll just say 1976. Times have changed a little bit between 1976 and 2023. So it's not going to be the same. What I've got to figure out how to do is to quit praying, letting it prey on my mind. Quit studying on it so much. I have gotten better. I will say I have gotten better. A whole lot better than I used to be. But I can still take some improvement there. So I've got to learn to, the life that I want for the rest of the years that I have, how many ever those years are, I've got to make myself. And I can't allow anybody else to determine that for me. So if you take nothing else away from this little chat, I don't want you to let other people dictate where your life is going. I don't want other people to tell you who to be, how to act, how to dress. None of that. Y'all know I tell y'all. How many times have I told y'all this when one of my subscribers, probably 4 years ago, she was told, growing up, you don't wear horizontal stripes if you're overweight because they make you look bigger. Girl, wear them stripes. Wear them stripes. I don't give a rat's ass what nobody thinks about a stripe you're wearing. There's you an example. Don't let other people paint your picture. When you don't wear what you want to wear, now I ain't saying go out and wear with your booty hanging out and your boobies hanging out. I don't think that is attractive. That has nothing to do with style, in my opinion. That has to do with taste. I think there's two separate things. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to. Taste and style. This is style. I wouldn't know style if it creeped up on me in the dark. In the daylight. It can just swoosh by me in the daylight. I wouldn't know style. What I'm saying is, if I come on here with this hanging down till you see all the cleave, that's a matter of taste. That's the difference to me. So don't go out. Don't say, oh, Kim said be yourself. Well, I'm saying be yourself, but I'm putting a little caveat in there. with the modicum of decorum. Modicum of decorum. Is that how you say that? One of y'all English teachers. Susie, is that how you say that? Susie was an English teacher. But if you want to wear them stripes, don't let your fear of somebody up in the Dollar General gonna look at you, which nobody up in our Dollar General gonna care. I'm just saying, us regular folks go to the Dollar General. Don't let nobody up in the Walmart. Y'all know, the high class store. Really, in Belks. Let's just say Belks. Some of y'all don't have a Belks. Belks is the nice store. When I was growing up, that's where the rich people went. I'll tell you. To me, it's still where the rich people go. Because you got the name brands and the high dollar stuff. Yes. So, if you want to walk in the Belks with your horizontal stripes on your 300-pound butt, then by all means do it. Don't hand them little women up in the Belks your paintbrush and let them paint on you a solid black shirt. If a solid black shirt ain't what you want to wear, honey, burn that black shirt. If you don't want to wear all black because black's supposed to thin you out, slim you down, then don't do it. Please. Wear what you want to wear. So these are the little areas that you don't give somebody else your paintbrush. You paint it yourself. So pick whatever in your life you want to change, or you want to take control of, or how you want it to be, and do something about it. If you got to get out a piece of paper and write it down. Some people, they do better when they write things down on paper than they see it, and they can read it. And they can go back and look at it. Or even just the action of writing. That's why I take notes a lot whenever I want to talk to y'all about stuff. Like today, this is just off the hip, off the cuff. Just whatever comes to my mind, comes to my mind. But if I want to give you information, I take notes. I don't rely on my opinion to give you information. I will give you information and add my opinions, up in there in places. But just writing it down, it also helps to put it in my mind to think about what I want to say. So if writing it down will help you, then write it down. But what I want you to concentrate on is living our best life. The life that we get is the life we're going to make. Ain't that what that says? In a nutshell, the life we make is the life we're going to get. The life we get is the life we're going to make. So that's it for today. I think we had a good chat. And I don't remember what I said that I liked. But I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. When I edit, I'm going to pay attention. Yep, that's it. I'm going to put it up somewhere. Maybe in that empty spot. See, there's an empty spot up there on my board. Maybe I'll put it there. We'll see. Maybe I'll play this video back and think, girl, you was sounding dumb. So hope maybe it helped somebody. I think it helped me. I think it helped me to know to kind of take more control over myself, over my thoughts. Sometimes that's hard to do, but I think maybe we try. And it definitely says to me to take control over my diet, because I'm not going to get to the biggest place I want to get to by floundering on my diet. I've got to do better this week. Yes, I lost weight, but from a good standpoint, viewpoint of eating, it really wasn't that great. I did good enough to lose weight, but I didn't really do good enough to be healthy. There's a difference. I think we can be healthy at different weights, but I think we can also be healthy and lose weight. So it's all just depending on your body and where you're at. It's a whole big thing. So I hope maybe this helps somebody. If it did, let me know so I know I just wasn't just being in the wind. So come back tomorrow. I plan on, long as everything goes the way it's supposed to go, doing our live at 1 o'clock. You never know what's going to happen. We just get on there and chit chat, and whatever subject comes up, comes up. That's just how we roll, ain't it, girls? And Roy. Girls and Roy, that's who. Okay, well, hope to see you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good Thursday.